With our documents imported and preparation work complete, we can begin our investigation work. This involves using a combination of Relativity's searching and analysis tools to identify whether or not specific behavior occurred. As a note, we're running this workflow from the RelativityOne investigation template. We'll begin from the Investigate tab in the Investigation Overview search. Here, we'll get a high-level view of the communication that was happening, when it took place, and what it was about. Your investigation might have a starting point with specific search terms, or specific email senders and recipients, or specific concepts. All of these have widgets in this dashboard that you can filter against. As an example, perhaps we're investigating suspicious market trading activity. We might begin by doing a search for trade. When I search, notice how all the widgets update accordingly. Perhaps we want to zoom in on a specific time range as well. I'll click and drag across a date range in the Sort Date widget. Here in the Cluster widget, documents are grouped into clusters or segments in the dial visualization. These clusters of documents are all about the same concept. Of the documents I've filtered for so far, it looks like there are some of them about the concept of market. Digging in further, there's a group of documents in this cluster that are related to buyers, sellers, and parties. That might be interesting, so let's look at them. This appears to be a collection of Word documents, all by Deborah Perlingieri. If I open one up, we can see where the word trade was used. Perhaps we want to start documenting some of our findings. The RelativityOne investigation template includes relativity case dynamics, so we can document facts and key people in a single place for our team. Here, let's identify a part of this document as a fact in our investigation. The rest of our team can then use these identified facts and people to create reports and stitch together an investigative summary. For more information on case dynamics, including how to create outlines and timelines using your facts, see our documentation and on-demand training content. Perhaps we hit a wall as we continue the investigation. The RelativityOne investigations template gives us several searches to identify outlier content. We can search for communication between different domains, or documents where the file extension doesn't match the file type, or communication done during business off hours. For investigations into specific communication patterns, it can be helpful to use the Communication Analysis widget. Here, we're shown which of the communicators are talking the most, with the size of each bubble telling us how much that person communicates. Perhaps we're interested in Sally Beck's off-hour communication. Digging in, we can see that she's been talking with Patty Thompson quite a bit, so let's see what that conversation looks like. Let's open one of these messages. Lexi seems to be communicating about something related to the investigation, so let's flag her as a person of interest by selecting her name, right-clicking, selecting Case Dynamics, and linking her as a person of interest to our existing record for Lexi. From here, our team can begin using our learnings to piece together the story.